Okay, so it's time for a new, right? And I'm not talking about the US election, but I'm going to show you something super cool. You're probably wondering why I'm showing you this picture, but the fact is that many of our clients have photo studios. These are huge operations with photographers, models, makeup artists, multi-million dollar operations. And when AI entered the picture, we all knew that something had to change when it comes to product photography, right? And I'm gonna show you something today that just blows me away. Um, Earlier this year, in January or so, I started playing around with this, and I said to the AI back then, look, this is a dress, this is a real dress from one of our clients, and now take that dress and put it on a prompt model. And this is what we got back then in January. And this obviously is just an AI picture, super fake, not really worth much. But then I saw some development in this area over the summer with a new AI model called Flux LoRa. And I had high hopes for that model, and I started playing around with that. And I started getting results like this one, which is a little bit better. But to be honest, I was quite disappointed. Didn't think it still looks really fake, right? But then I started thinking that maybe it was my prompting that was wrong because I had seen some really amazing stuff online. And I started applying my knowledge of photography because I am an amateur photographer. And after doing that, I got results like this. This is amazing, right? This looks like a photography. And like this. This is not a picture, it's a prompt, right? So it just blows me away. And I had results like this. And this is where we're going, right? And then I thought, okay, maybe it's also becoming better at putting products in a picture. So I took this again real dress from a real client, and I asked the AI to put it on one of the prompt models, and this is the result I got. And this is going to change everything, isn't it? So I thought it would be super interesting for you guys to see how this is done, so I'm going to show you. So in order to do this, we need a couple of things. First of all, we need a photorealistic model that we can use, and then we need a product image. We have that, and then we also need a model to virtually try on clothes. And this is something that I found here. This is a system called Run Comfy, where I can run virtual machines that are super powerful and made for this this stuff. And the first thing we should do is to make this model. So here is a Flux LoRa photorealism model that we can run. There are several ways of doing this. I've tested this, and this is quite complicated, so I'm going to do actually something that is simpler. So we're just going to run over to a different system called getimage.ai, and this is also free, so you can run at least 100 credits free. And I've been playing around with this. So you see, this is the first model that I made with the photorealism models. And I started doing different prompts to get to these results. You see, these latest pictures are actually, yeah, I wouldn't want to be a photographer right now. This is these prompts are looking quite good. So I'm going to show you how this works. The prompt here is make a photorealistic photo shot with a 35mm camera, high ISO film. So that gives you a bit of grain, and then a large aperture lens to give a light bokeh. Yeah, so that, you know, the photo technical stuff that seems to do the trick, that takes us from this virtual stuff down here up to something like this. So let's create one image and see what that does. Will take 15 seconds. Yeah, so there we have that model. And let's download that image. I think that looks quite good. So the next thing we need to do is to try this virtual try-on AI here and run this workflow. As you can see, we need a very powerful machine. I found out that we need this one in order to make it work. So launching that, and yeah, we're just going to launch that. Then it's time to play the guitar, I guess. Okay, so what I'm doing here first is I'm going to choose the file to upload. So that means that I will go in and find... so there we have our model. Perfect. And then the next step, this is a little bit complex, but you'll get the hang of it if you try. The next thing is that we have to do is to make a mask of this image. So that means I will open the mask editor and tell the AI where this address is. So just bear with me while I do that. Save to node. Okay, I think, yeah, so there we have that. There is also an auto mask option here, but haven't really got that to work that well. And then we need to load the image of the new dress. Do this dress. Okay. So the flow is I upload a image here. There are a lot of options and things to do here, and then I add a manual mask, and then I tell it what load garment, right? And then I've also told it that it is a dress. Yeah, and then let's cue the prompt and run it and play guitar. Okay, and here we have it. It's now wearing that dress. I know this is not perfect, right guys, but you can see where this is going. You saw what it was like 10 months ago, and this is where we're at right now. In the future, you can place any product in any virtual background. If you're selling mountain bikes, you can put that mountain bike on top of a mountain. If you're selling a car, you can put that car on any road you want in the world, and it will look really, really good. And in the future, we can even create product images from scratch just using prompts. So, yeah, see you next time.